I just wanted to say right quick, in case you're new to media and you're apprehensive about it, or you're new to business, or you're in a new, going into a new uh, sector of business. Maybe you're stepping out of the role of being a manager or something of that sort, and you're going to start your own business. Some of the things that you may find that are discouraging or even seem to be normal and possibly seem as if they shouldn't be normal, but really should be normal, because after all, we are organisms and we do have certain energies that run through our systems at any given point. And it's also affected by what's outside and what we're distracted by, as well as what we input. And I'm going to tell you, being apprehensive is not abnormal. You should be apprehensive. However, I found that taking some of that apprehensive energy and applying it into learning more about what I'm about to do, or just exchanging it altogether for confidence, helps me a lot. Also, being fearful, yes, that is normal. Every superstar, every track star, every musician, every driver, every racer, anyone is always, they may have confidence because they're competent, but they never know what the outcome is. And if you are fearful, that is probably your desire to want to win or succeed, because you have a bigger mission. And the mission may not just be money, but it may be those common cause. You know what your goal is and what you're striving to do, and that is very important to many of us, to a lot of us. Hopeful, yes, you should be hopeful, and that is where isolation and abandonment may take place. I had to do that because I was hopeful and I was sharing a lot of my ideas, a lot of my goals with people I probably shouldn't have. And I won't say because they were trying to destroy mine. However, they didn't understand my plan. And I know they don't understand my experience, because many of the people that I know do not know me from another era where I really applied myself. So most of the people that know me now know me from other areas socially, but not necessarily my work experience, so to speak. Another thing is, if you feel stuck, that means you're in the bubble. Some people call it on the bubble, but I call it in the bubble, because your chemistry, your mental is trying to catch up with the theory. Your brain is trying to organize it all together. All the ideas and all the information you have are actually revolving around your experiences, much like molecules do around an atom, the nucleus being yourself. And that is the bubble. So right there is where we have to take a short break and find inspiration in something, whatever that may be. And it may not be your normal getaway, okay? Whatever that may be, right? Lonely, you can't be successful without being lonely. And when I say lonely, that means you can be in a group of people, you can be with your loved one, you can still love that person, but you still are lonely because no one is really into your universe as much as you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly normal too. That's part of the bubble. That's part of being stuck. Because you still have your things and obligations that you have to do, the places you have to be, the places you have to be seen. But in theory, or in reality, in your own reality, those things may seem so unimportant, because all you really want to do is get back to your singular, quiet thoughts and put this thing together. Because you know no one else is going to put it together as well as you, and you also know that no one is going to help you put it together. Negative feedback. It is normal, and it should not be normal, but it is very normal, because everyone has an opinion. Point blank. That is why I had to cut a lot of extra distractions loose so that I could have enough energy to deal with negative feedback, negative impact. There's someone that's always going to try and stop you from doing what they know that they can't do. And I'm not saying this from a I'm over it or I'm so much stronger than that aspect. I'm just telling you this because it is true. So be prepared. It's just gonna happen. Alone, once again, alone is a good thing when you're trying to start a business. I'm not talking about just abandon everyone. I'm just saying maybe we have to scale back. I did. I am not a great multitasker, but I am a great multitasker when I have peace or support or both in combination. Point blank, I just can't get around it. Distractions for me are negative vibes, negative comments, and just the regular human nature that comes along with interacting with people who have no idea what you're really about, and they only assume what you're about by inference. Being secretive, that should be that should be abnormal, but it actually is and should be held normal because you really can't tell anyone what you're really thinking, and you can't deceive them because then you seem faulty. You can't tell them what you don't want them to know. You know, so it's just best to maybe dance around the question or just maybe even leave. I don't know. However you deal with it. I haven't figured that one out either, but it's just what happens. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. But how you feel really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're the one responsible for getting yourself started, whether it's in media, whether it's in business, whether it's on a new job, whether it's in being a mentor or just improving yourself. You are the only one who can make that truly happen. But if you can find the resources and the aid to help you, Godspeed, because that's important just as well. Everything cannot be built alone. But the secrecy and the confidence and the hopefulness may keep you out of the rut and keep you from being stuck. But remember, when you're in the bubble or you feel stuck, you're right at the breaking point. And when that bubble pops, be ready because you're about to explode too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.